Hello, welcome. Here is my gift to you. My name is Shannon. I am a crochet artist, a knitter, pom-pom artist, and I am here to create a gift for you that is a gift of time, a gift of meditation. You may ask what they have to do with each other. Why would a crochet artist be sharing a meditation? My crochet, my creative work is all about soothing my nervous system, soothing my soul, helping me support my own wellness. And so this is a gift of time, it's a gift of wellness to you. And if you'd like to share this time with me, we will benefit greatly from it. You can use this any time of day, morning, evening, middle of the day is wonderful for taking a good rest. And why would we do this? Overall, it's about soothing our nervous system. Our nervous system is the part of ourselves which, when it goes into flight or fright, flight or fight or fright, freezing, then cortisol is produced in our body, and this is not good for us. Okay, so when we can soothe our nervous system and bring ourselves into a state of rest and digest, it takes us away from producing cortisol. This is a really important thing for us to do on a regular basis, on purpose, because when we are faced with lots of stress, we are prime suspects. We are prime candidates for going into flight or fight mode. And every opportunity we can, we want to bring ourselves back to rest and digest mode. So this is my gift to you to use again and again and again. What I'd like to do is start with a moment for you to get yourself comfortable. Take a seat, lie down, be really, really comfortable. Lying down has the advantage of our spine being naturally very straight, which is really great for our bodies to be in alignment. But when we can do that too as we're sitting. And a little trick for helping us to align our spine is to imagine there is a string coming from the top of our head and lifting us up. And as we are going to meditate, we will be coming back to our breath again and again. And as we do that, we might be reminded to come back to the string pulling us up and helping our spine be as straight as we can. But overall comfort is the most important thing. Be comfortable. Okay. So setting up, being warm. I've got a blanket over my knees. Make yourself a little bit more warmer than you might expect to need, because as our nervous system does slow down, we will feel the cool even more. So we will feel cold. We're more likely to feel cold. So have a blanket over your knees. Just get 1% or 2% warmer than you need to be right now to allow for the drop in temperature. So we're arriving here. We're getting ourselves comfortable. We're aware of the intention to have straight spines as much as we comfortably can. First of all, we want to notice and remind ourselves excuse me, that we are in our bodies. So often we spend so much time in our heads that we forget that our heads are part of our bodies and that we are living in the entirety of ourselves. So let's take a moment to notice our body that is with us always. And this allows us to do so many things without us even consciously thinking about it. Noticing our feet, they may be on the floor, their legs may be crossed, they may be on the chair, they may be pointing up towards the sky. Let them relax. Coming up our legs to our knees, let them relax. Our thighs and hips, allow them to relax. Our pelvis, sitting bones, allow them to relax. Our stomach, our lower back, letting go. Up to through our torso, chest, back of body, front of body, letting go. Our shoulders, so often held up high to our ears, letting go. Our arms down to our elbows, to our wrists, our fingers, letting go. Our throats, back of neck, letting go. The skin of our face, our ears, the top of our head, letting go. Noticing that we are in our body. Noticing that we are in our body. Let ourselves be full of ourselves. So often a phrase with negative connotations. Today, in this moment, let ourselves be full of ourselves. We are in our body. Now we notice that our body is held. And that we don't have to hold it. We can let go. We can really let our bodies go into the chair that we're sitting on, the floor that we're lying on. Our feet are held by the floor. Know that we are held. There is nothing for us to do right now but to be held. Know that we are held. It's safe to let go. It's safe to be here right now. And as we are here right now, let's ground ourselves even further. You may like to imagine roots growing out of your feet or your hips or whatever is against the ground. And you may be on a chair, you may be on the 1st or 40th floor, but ultimately underneath you is the earth. know that you are connected to the earth. And you might like to visualize your grounding. You may be growing roots down into the earth. You may be seeing cords of light are going down, deep down into the earth. It may be that you throw an anchor or some other form of connection deep down into the earth. Deep down into the earth, wrapping your roots, your cords, your anchor around strong, deeply rooted structures. Items like, maybe you see deeply buried crystals. Maybe as you go through the strata of the earth, you find more and more solid layers to dig yourself into. Be as grounded as you wish to go. You may even wish to wrap yourself around the core of the earth, knowing that while it's molten lava, it is safe for you to wrap yourself around, to be as strongly grounded as you need to be. And know that some days more grounding is needed than others. There's no right or wrong. Just noticing what you need without any judgment. As deep as you'd like to go, maybe intertwining with ancient woodland roots that really know how to stay where they need to be for a millennia. Deeply grounded, deeply rooted here. Safe in the fullness of our bodies, full of ourselves, rooted deeply. Feeling another layer of holding on just dripping away. Melting away. Easing away. Letting go and letting be. Being here. Being here. Being here now. And if there are any other pieces of you that need to be called back, pieces of your energy that you may have left holding all of the things you're juggling, welcome them back to you now, knowing that they come back cleansed and fully recharged, so you can indeed be full of yourself, all of your energy coming back to your body, coming back to your energy field. Wherever your mind is going off to, bring it back and bring all that energy with it. If you're holding space for someone, caring, worrying, holding space for yourself somewhere, things you need to do, things you haven't finished doing, wondering if what you have finished doing is good enough, bring all of those pieces back. Coming back to you, cleansed and fully recharged for your own use, so that you are fully resourced and fully self-resourced, because you are full of your wonderful self. Full of your wonderful self. all of your resources called back for your own use. Feel your fullness. Feel your independence, full and fuller of yourself. It's quite natural for this to be slightly uncomfortable, for the mind to be wandering, for the mind to tell you that it's bored right now, for the body to want to start twitching because it's not moving right now. This is all very natural. We're not used to being so entirely present. And the only thing to do about that right now is to come back to the body, back to the roots deeply rooted down, back to the feeling of all of your energy recalled and at your fingertips for your own use. Allowing yourself to be here right now is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. You might like to remind your brain that this is very important work if that's what it needs to hear. We are doing very important work right now. We are nourishing ourselves. Deeply, deeply restorative work. And now you are invited to very, very gently and without making any changes whatsoever to simply observe your breath. Just notice what it's doing. Observe it. See what it wants right now. This is a lifelong practice, coming to know our breath. Our breath gives us so much information about ourselves. And yes, we could jump straight into controlling it. But let's take a moment to observe what it has been doing for us without us even taking any notice whatsoever. Our beautiful breath. Our beautiful breath. A representation of our life force. Just noticing. And whenever our mind goes off, as it will do because that's what minds do. The only thing you need to do is invite it back to the breath. And if you do that 1,000 times in this time that we are spending together, then you are doing the work. You are doing exactly what you need to be doing. This is the practice. This is the practice. Just bringing ourselves back to the breath. Back to the body. Back to ourselves. However we feel about our body is always in the present. Our body is in the present, whether we have judgments about it or not. Our body, our breath, they're always in the present moment. The present moment is where inspiration is. When we let go, when we let be, when we come back to our body, we are in the present. Even if it's only for a split second in between our mind racing off and being invited back to the present again. That's a split second that we didn't have before. As we sit in this present moment, we know we are self-resourced. We have everything we need within us. Noticing our breath. No need to change it. There's nothing to do. We notice it. And now let's take a deeper investigation of our breath. Where do you feel your breath? Do you feel it at the tip of your nostrils? Do you feel it more in your throat? Do you experience your breath in your chest or your belly more? Noticing your breath. Is it smooth? Is your breath smooth? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it jagged? Does it have a gripping quality? Or is it just flowing in its own way? What can we observe about the breath? Allow yourself the time for this inquiry. It is not wasted time. Noticing the breath. Remembering we are held. Remembering we are grounded. Remembering we are fully in our bodies. Remembering that we have called back all of our energy and that we are whole. Beautiful, beautiful work. There is nothing else for us to do right now. And as our time together comes to an end, staying still, not moving just yet, just noticing that we are ready to finish, or we are not ready to finish. We are relieved to be finished. All of this is welcome. All of this is welcome. You may stay and continue. You may prepare to open your eyes. Before you do open your eyes, take another moment to remember this feeling of groundedness and completeness. To recall this relationship to breath. To feel full within yourself and to be enjoying that. And you don't need to put this aside, you can take this with you. So as we prepare to open our eyes, you might like to take a deep breath or 3 with me. Slowly raising your hands up and rubbing them together to create some warmth. Let's do this last gift for ourselves. Warm our hands and place them over our closed eyes. Experience a moment of complete darkness. Maybe flickering eyes, lights, orange behind our eyes, light or dark. Gently removing our hands from our eyes, and we flicker our eyes open slowly, gently. Looking around, taking in what is around us. Feeling our body fully here and fully present. My love to you, thank you for taking the time for yourself today. for all of us who have shared this experience together in one way or another. I send you much joy and know that you have everything you need within you. Much love to you. Bye-bye.